I get 3 points. Then we get 2 points. And Christy gets 1 point.
Okay.
That doesn't make sense.
So let's quick review what we have learned. Okay. So thing number 1. Yesterday we talked about subsets of real numbers. You can open your notebook and look at these if you want. What are real numbers? How do you describe them?
Any number that can be plotted on a number.
Any number that you can put on a number line is a real number. Inside the real numbers, there's 2 separate groups. What are they? Rational and irrational. What are rational numbers?
Any number that can be written as a fraction.
Fractions, right? If you can write it as a fraction, it's rational because rational is ratios. Okay? What are irrational numbers?
Numbers that cannot be written.
Numbers you can't write as a fraction. So who's got an example? Don't shout it out.
Are they irrational?
Of an irrational number, not Chrissy. Lucas.
Square root of 3.
Square root of 3. What? What you got for an irrational number?
Oh, I don't know. 2 square or 2 over the square root of
Square root of 2, yes. All right, Chrissy. E would be one. Pi would be another one, okay? Things that you usually have to come up with a symbol for instead of a number. All right, so inside the rational numbers, we've got 3 other groups of numbers. You've got one of them.
1.3.
A group of numbers.
Integers.
Yeah, there you go. Integers. Logan, what are integers? It's in your notebook. Come on, man.
Oh, that's why.
Look if you wrote it down.
I know.
Positive or negative whole numbers. Good. So we've got, if you look at that number line above the cabinets here, that is an integer number line. It's positive and negative whole numbers. Inside of the integers, we've got what?
Whole numbers.
Whole numbers. And whole numbers are
Positive count.
positive counting numbers and 0. Remember, that's important. Because what's the difference between whole numbers and natural numbers? Natural numbers does not include 0. So what are the natural numbers?
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, on to infinity, right? Okay, questions about how to decide what group you're working with?
No. What?
Okay, did we talk about 1.1 practice yesterday?
Yeah.
How many people got that done? Beautiful. If you didn't, it's not due today. You got until Monday to get it done. Okay?
Mine said that this practice can't be reached.
Okay, so listen, Linda. Close your notebook, close your computer, look up here. There are
CDC. Yeah, that. CDC.
1 second, I gotta share my screen. Okay, beautiful. All right, so when you go into Canvas, under modules, notice I'm under modules at the bottom. Here's the 1.1 practice you did yesterday. Okay, what we are going to start working on today is the subsets of real numbers poster. So this is what it is. You and 1. How many is 1?
1.
This many, right? 1. So 1 partner. Don't ask me about a group of 3. You may create a poster using your computer or on paper. Okay, you must create a poster to help students understand the subsets of real numbers. So like think about, for example, when I made the posters that are around the room, I was like, okay, what are things that are kind of hard to remember? What would help people remember them? Let's make it look visually interesting and put it on the poster, okay? So your poster must include real, rational, irrational, integers, whole numbers, and natural numbers. So if we talked about them yesterday, if it's highlighted in pink, that needs to be on your poster, okay? Think about what would help you when you are taking a test. So this poster should be easy to read. It should make it easy to understand. If you were taking a test and you looked at that poster, you should be able to get a 100 on it, okay? You must include a description. You don't have to write word for word exactly the definition that we put in our notebooks. You can write it in your own words if you want, okay? something that makes me understand what that group is. And then you have to have 3 numbers as an example for each group. Okay, so like if I have integers, I'm gonna say positives and negatives, and I'm gonna write -2, 0, 5. And that'd be enough, okay? Creativity is part of your grade, so please, please, please don't just hand me a poster that you wrote in pencil on and decided that was cool, okay? At least add some color to it. You can use the highlighters, you can borrow pens if you need to, but you don't have to write it out. You can do it on the computer. You can use Google Slides, you can use Canva. If you want to, if you're just like a Word document person, that's fine too, okay? Creativity, use colors, use fonts or images. I'm not really sure what images you're gonna get for this, but if you can, good, okay? Make your poster visually interesting. When you are done, if you have a digital poster, so like slides, docs, Canva, submit it on Canvas. Okay, you can submit it right here where you click start assignment. If you do a paper poster and you're done, put it in that back corner and I will look at it later, okay? If you want to do the paper poster, behind Kyra, there's a whole pile of paper and rulers if you need to use them. If you want to do the digital poster, you can use whatever is easiest for you. Questions? Yes, good question, Daytona. You do not have to work with a partner. You can do it all by yourself if you would like. It's just if you want one partner, you can have one. Okay? No questions? All right, you have the rest of the class to get 1.1 practice and this poster done.
Whoa, really?
It's due on Monday. You can work on it in study hall if you want. It's due Monday when you get to class. Not the practice. Poster is due Monday when you get to class.
I'm gonna do the 1.1 first.
Okay, sounds good.
So what do we have to put on there? Oh, does that thing tell us everything? Okay. Like specifically?